Hi guys, it's Irit with a new video tutorial using lots of pretty Shimmerz products. So this is my final layout and I'm gonna show you step by step how I created it. I started with this drawing paper from Canson. It's actually not very thick, but I used it for this purpose. I will explain why in a second. What you see there, this booklet type of thing, is a moleskin watercolor journal, and I use it as a swatch book for a lot of my mixed media things. It's a really quick and easy reference to see exactly what colors I have. And I went with kind of a selection of the Shimmerz colorings, which are flat sprays, so they don't have shimmer. And the colors are just beautiful. If you want to see exactly which colors I used, then there will be a link in the description box below this video to the blog post on the Shimmerz blog, and there I write exactly all the colors. There are like a ton more, but when I chose the ones I wanted to have, I went with kind of a bright rainbow because it just gives me lots of options. So I'm using the oh so beloved packaging technique. I just love it. It gives this really beautiful watercolor stained look, and it's really easy, and you don't have to know anything about watercolors or techniques or anything to do this, and it just turns out beautiful every single time. And I'm going kind of with the rainbow colors, slightly overlapping the colors because I really want them to mix and create some more interesting shades. And this is now all dry. It really dries pretty fast. And now I'm using some stamps and I'm going to emboss. I started with this butterfly, but then I decided it wasn't working for me because it's not completely outlined. There are all kinds of open parts to the image, and the what are they called? Like tentacles? Is that the word of the butterfly? And I want to cut it out, so it wasn't working for me. So I decided to go with a floral, like a flower stamp, and this one is one of my most used stamp sets, particularly the two images of the outline flowers. And the set is, I think it's from Mama Elephant, but I'm not sure. I will list that also on the blog post. So I'm sorry this is kind of fast, but I didn't want this video to be super long. So I'll go back to those embossed flowers and cut them out. And now I'm working on my background, and I'm just using white heavy cardstock from American Crafts and this Heidi Swap heart stencil, which I love, and two of the Dazzlers, which are probably my favorite product at the moment to play with. These are shimmery texture pastes, and I used the white, I think it's called Spun Sugar, and kind of a coral peachy tone, like color, and I kind of mixed them, and I didn't want to waste all the leftovers, so I just used them on another piece of white cardstock, which actually became a layout, but that's not on this video. So, embossed flowers. I love this way of using mixed media on my layouts, and it's a very, very controlled way because, you know, first of all, you can go crazy on the background, like the first piece of paper that I created at the beginning of the video. You can just play around and see how the colors mix and see what you like. And then you just stamp or emboss your images over the parts that you like the most. And you get this beautiful custom-made embellishment that you can use in so many ways. I decided to create kind of these rows, like not as in the flower, but rows of flowers. And you can see, so to be able to move them around on my layout and get the positioning right, I just grabbed like a strip of white cardstock and used that as my base. And I'm just placing heavy things to make sure that everything is glued down. The thing was, I love how this background looks, but I didn't think it worked with these flowers. And the reason is because the pastes are very pale and shimmery, the colors that I chose, and the flowers are kind of very clean and have these like bright colors. So I do want the texture, so I just went over with some white paint, and now you shall see what happens when I get in the zone. Not really. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? I wanted some bigger splatters, and so I took a big round brush, but because this spray bottle was so full, yeah, you saw what happened. So there I go again. I'm very brave. This time I learned my lesson and I didn't just stick the whole brush in the bottle. And yeah, I don't really mind. I'm gonna cover some of this up, and you see when it's dry it's a lot more subtle. And I did add some white paint where the big blob was, and the flowers are gonna cover some of it, so it's not a big deal. I cut down the white cardstock a little smaller than a 12 by 12 so I can mount it on another piece of patterned paper. And I am just thinking if I want to add some more splatters. I can't remember if I think at the end I add some gold just all over the place. And yeah, now it's time for embellishing. So I'm just looking around at a few things I have on hand. That's kind of recently my favorite way of scrapbooking. I don't go through all my stash. I just keep around a few things I like and, use them up. And only if I feel like I really need something extra, then I go to my stash. So this is what I came up with, just a few mostly chipboard embellishments. The Lovely is from Maggie Holmes' Confetti line, and the cute animals are from Crate Paper's Wonder Collection, and the hearts and the arrow are from Crate Paper's Valentine line from last year, which was Kiss Kiss, I think it was called. And I'm going to add some puffy stickers, also from the Wonder Collection. And I'm just playing around with this thing, but it will go back to the sticker sheet. I will add this little banner just tucked there behind the flower. I thought that looked good. And yeah, that's pretty much my finished layout. I will add a couple more of these puffy triangles and some gold splatters. And don't forget that if you place an order with Shimmerz and you mention my name at the comments to merchant, you will get a free product of your choice. So yeah, you should definitely check that out. I hope you enjoyed this video and you find this techniques inspiring, and yeah, that you want to play a bit around with your mists and pastes and all those lovely things. So I'm going to put on some music. There are a couple more minutes to the video, and then some still shots of the finished product, the finished layout, sorry. And yeah, that's the gold spray I'm going to use, and it's just gold shimmer. It's really beautiful. I'll write all the details again in the blog post. And I'm just adding it everywhere. I also added it on the flowers. I thought that was really pretty. Well, anything gold is pretty in my book. So thanks so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.